Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Zebo Nation Plays Football Manager 2017 Beta Edition. Lansing United in the MLS. Not a real team, a made-up team, but that's fine. For us, let's take a look. We've got Houston of the MLS. This is a I want to call it a preseason game. It's a friendly, so that's fine, because we have no real schedule to play, because we're not quite in the MLS yet. We've got one season left. Well, one season in the non-league before we join the league, so we're just playing friendlies against people, and we lost against Orlando City of the MLS, and then we beat the Fire Academy, which is a academy team, basically. And now we got Houston, so the Dynamo of MLS, so it'll be interesting to see if we can get a win against an MLS club. That'd be good. Let's take a look at their team. According to our scouts, they are pretty darn good. Much better than our team, 4 and 5 stars across the board here. Even though I'm not sure they're really that good. Not really that good, honestly, but better than us. So we'll see what we can do against these guys. We're doing our skipping man formation again. Pretty much the same team as before. Can't really think of any changes that we made. Oh, goalkeeper. We got Stewart Cias, Haitian, 29 years old. Anything else? Nope. Oh, we've had to keep Brovsky at left fullback here because our typical left fullback is injured and his backup does not exist. So we're going to stick with what we got here. Yeah. Brovsky can play left. Wait a minute. I keep forgetting that they, what's-his-face can play left field, left back. Who am I thinking here? Clute. He can play left naturally, so we'll make that switch shortly. Not much coach advice happening here, so we'll just close down on the people we normally close down on. They're running the typical 4-4-2. See that pretty much across the board in MLS. Most teams run that 4-4-2 until I introduce them to the gloriousness of the 4-4-2 diamond narrow. Show me what you got. Instructions, same as ever, standard. Being a little more aggressive defensively, trying to close down and mark tightly. See what that does for us. Here we are, Houston Dynamo. Interesting little stadium they got here. See what we can see and do. Start off giving the ball away. Good job. At least it's not that like my Toronto FC team that started off every match with a foul. I mean, I like to play aggressively with Toronto FC. They were a physical defensive team. This is a little bit different for me. So we'll see what we can see and do what we can do. Mr. Mixelplix gets tackled there. Alvarez. Trying to decide whether or not to sign Alvarez. Oh, nice pass. Oh, shoot it. Goal. Ramirez, nice job. Christian Ramirez. Our target man gets a goal. That's good. Nice setup by the defender there. Should have fouled our guy, but it worked out for us in the end there. So yeah, Alvarez is on loan. He's a German player. He seems pretty good, so I might try to sign him. No, he's not on loan. He's on trial, which sounds weird. Sounds like he committed a crime or something, and he's being penalized by playing for our awful team. But no, it's just a phrase, I suppose. So we'll see. Oh, I got some fans in the end zone. Lansing United. We're going big time. So yeah, we got that decision to make coming up here. His trial is gonna end in a week or so. Mr. Mixel, maybe this is why New York didn't want him. He keeps getting the ball stolen. He's trying to make too much of a play by his own Ramirez. There we go. I don't like Alvarez. That's where I want you. I want you up front. You're supposed to be advanced midfielder. So stay up front. Ibsen. Oh, that's good, good, good. Cruz with the goal. What a pass. Magical pass. Here we go. Ibsen to Mix with the magical pass into the back of the net. Obviously, Mr. Mixelplix is famous for using magic. Oh, what an interception. I'm watching football in the background. American style college football. Yeah, I do that quite a bit. I watch things while I play and even while I record. I'm just hyperactive like that, I guess. Here we go. I have troubles with these kicks. Lang, that was a nice one. Look at that. Trixie score for Mr. Mixelplix. So I think, my starters are so much better at these set plays than any of my reserves. I have a tendency when I go out and get players, I don't look at some of the intangibles like set plays type skills, and so a lot of times I'll end up with teams that have, just horrible abilities during the set plays, corners and free kicks and throw-ins and all that stuff. Oh, get the steal. Nope. All right, 3 up on Houston. This is much, much better. Oh, there's a foul by Brovsky. Is he going to get a card? I think I've noticed 2017. Well, wait a minute here. I'm playing all preseason games, so there's a yellow card. Much less yellow cards in the preseason. So, ooh, get out of there! Boy, that was a mass of bodies in the center of the box there. Oh, that's a goal. Arboleda. So I listen occasionally to the ESPN football podcast, Soccer Weekly or whatever they call it. And they're kind of based in the Dallas area. So they talk about a lot about MLS down there in Texas. Mostly they talk about Dallas, but they talk about Houston occasionally too. But they're also a national ESPN podcast, so they talk about other stuff as well. Let's see, very happy, keep it up. Let's just be more disciplined. So if you need an American-centric podcast, I suggest the ESPN podcast. It's pretty good. Those guys have a lot of fun. And they don't just talk about MLS. They talk about Premier League and Champions League and all that kind of stuff. Speaking of that, I watched a Premier League game today. Well, not much of it. I watched like the first half. Liverpool versus West Brom, I think it was. See, I'm starting to learn these names. Okay. Now they've tightened it up. That's no good. That's no good. Warner, Boniek. Ooh, that was too easy. Too easy. Nobody covering him at all. Let's do a pause here. Where is Boniek? There he is. Well, we're covering him as tightly as we can cover him. Let's see what sort of instructions we want to do, if anything. Let's try counterattacking. See what that gets us. Alright, that gets us a highlight look at Lang. He's got nice throw-ins. It's one of the bonuses that I don't always look at. Oh, get there. Come on, Ibsen. Somebody deflect that? The goalkeeper deflect that? I think so. There we go. Ibsen with the corner. That's interesting. I set these up finally, but I didn't really look and see who was who. I just sort of looked at their stats. I didn't really look at their names. Looked at their stats and see whether they were left foot or right foot. Okay, somebody injured. Usually they boot the ball out of bounds like that when somebody's injured. Doesn't appear to be that way. We do have some tired folks though. So let's bring in Giuliano for Mr. Mixaplix. Right, he can play advanced playmaker, so that's good. Because Lang is tired, so that's good. That'll give us a chance. So we got problems at left back, so I've had to move Hickman, who's normally a left wing. He can play a little bit of wing back, so we moved him there. Not going to bring him in unless absolutely necessary. So we're bringing in another young player. See, I told you we have so many left wingers. It's ridiculous. We got a 21-year-old youngster from Gambia, Ismailia Jome, but he's not going to get a ton of playing time this year or next year or any year because he's going to be behind. Usually he's going to be behind Hickman. So I don't know, I'm going to have to try to find a way to trade him or something. Considering we have Lang and Hickman and Jome all at the left wing, it's a bottleneck. It's mass hysteria. We'll stick with those two subs for now. Okay. Need to sort of run out the clock here. 80 minutes gone, that's good. They got a corner kick, that's no good. Get out of there. Ooh. Don't like the way the short corner now seems to be too deadly in terms of set plays. In 2016, the short corner, they really closed down on that. All right. I don't want to take Brovsky out, but he's so tired. And he's got a yellow card. Hickman can't jump. So I could bring in another defender and play him out of position. Could bring in Thiago. Can he play? No, not at all. How about Pitch Clone? He just got back from injury. No. No. So Brovsky's going to have to suck it up, I suppose. Anybody else fell for Alvarez? If you can understand what I just said, that's good on you. Bring in Jordan. Else, I guess we can bring in Venegas for Clute. Thiago for Low. Anybody else? We're just sort of subbing in everybody we could possibly sub. That's fine. Hopefully we can keep our 1-goal lead for a couple of more minutes. Fresh batch of players should do it. 2 minutes of stoppage time. Oh, what was this? Nonsensical defense was that? They just stood around staring at the ball. It's like, no, I don't want it. You get it. Look at them. There's a whole mess of defenders there. None of them even tried. The goalkeeper just stood there. So much for our victory over an MLS team down the drain. Let's see if they snatch it from us here in the last minute. They almost do not do it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was a mad scramble at the end there. But we managed to manage the draw. I guess you could say that's my fault for subbing in half the team, but you were unlucky tonight. But that's what happens. You know, that's what I do. I sub in lots of guys, so I'm not going to change that. Mr. Mixoplex, 1 goal, 1 assist, 8.1 rating. If you didn't see my last video, that's Mix Desrude from NYCFC. I traded for him. So yeah, he got the man of the match there. No key passes. This is an issue for a guy who's supposed to be our playmaker. But he did get an assist and a goal, so I guess that's okay. So there we go. We're moving up. Denied by late goal. We're moving on up against, we had 1 loss versus an MLS team, Orlando City. Then we got the win, or the draw. Man, that should have been a win. Like, in my mind, once I passed halftime, I was like, this is in the bag. Let it slip away, though. But we got the draw, so next time we're going to play Atlanta United. We should get a win there, I hope. I don't think they're going to be very good. See if they've still got all their scrubs. Boatload of scrubs. They have not made a single move, it looks like. See, this is what Atlanta looks like. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys out on loan. I mean, they're not bad guys. They got youngsters, 15 years old, 17 years old, 23, 15. But, like, they're all out on loan, so you can't play them. And you can't recall them. You got 1 goalkeeper who's, average, 18-year-old. So he's got a lot to learn. And then they just got nothing but scrubs. Scrubinis. So we should be able to beat Atlanta United. And I guess we'll see you then. Bye.